It's time for GameByte! Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for that weekly show that you just gotta tune in on Twitch. I am your host, I am Herald Silvestre, welcoming you to the Quitsong Media Studios studio lined with foam for your noise-canceling pleasure. No Mick today, but it's all good. We got him covered. It's gonna be a fantastic evening of gaming news, views, and then we're gonna head on over to San Diego Comic-Con 2020. With me today on GameByte 125, it's 125 episodes of GameByte. I got the man, the myth, the chef who looks like Erwan Yusuf himself, Insta D's nuts. How you doing, Diego?
Just so you know, I have thrown down the towel and I am challenging Erwan to a shokugeki at some point. Like, I'm serious. Like, I think next week I'm thinking of like buying a bunch of ingredients for paella next week. Then I'm gonna live stream. I'm gonna live stream it, and then I'm gonna say if this video gets 1,000 likes, I will officially challenge Erwan to a shokugeki. And there's possibly no way. Well, of course there's possibly a way that he won't see that, but like that's why I'm gonna up the ante. It has to get 1,000 likes. If that happens, I'm gonna challenge the man himself who looks like me. Yabang, who looks like me pa. All right, so yeah, it was great to be on the show. We didn't have a show last week. For fair warning as well, if you guys will notice, yeah, it's quite dim in my room. Yeah, I'm in my room now. I'm not in the living room anymore. I moved everything upstairs, so I have my privacy. I'm gonna miss Miguel walking back and forth. So yeah, I'm dark because my bulb doesn't work, and I'm too short to reach it. So I have to figure things out. Got to step on my pelican case, not the bird, in order to get it, which I'm gonna do eventually.
Man, you look good though, you know, in the dark, in the light, it doesn't matter. That facial hair just shines through, giving off that masculine vibe, Diego.
I don't know if I should start shaving it completely or just keeping it. What does chat say?
I say we throw up a poll on the Discord, DZ. You show an image before and after facial hair, and let's see what they say. Let's create some user engagement on our social media, Diego.
User engagement, such
yes,
profound words with a bunch of syllables.
A lot of syllables. The more the merrier, Diego. The more the merrier when it comes to syllables. All right.
Syllables.
Yeah, throw me a photo of no facial hair DZ and facial hair DZ. Then let's put up a poll on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and on the Discord.
All right,
sounds good. Okay, all right, guys, it's GameByte time. Like we mentioned, no Miktas today, but we got two able-bodied vocalizers here for you. All right, for those of you listening to the audio-only version of the podcast, I was waving my hands around. You know, just trying to create some flow between me and DZ. That's how we do it. All right. DZ, Human Panda, before we started this episode, gave us his 20-second subscription on Twitch. Mm-hmm. If there was one person responsible for us not doing a multi-stream on different platforms like YouTube and Facebook at the same time, it would be Human Panda just continuing to support us with his subscription. So... Thank you so much, HP. We really do appreciate you. And he says he's willing to come on and tell the story of how he found us. And, you know, maybe we can actually talk to him about, like, you know, why has he stuck around for so long?
Grabe. Come on.
I know, there's an appeal. Right? I used to do that. I used to do that much more, DZ, and especially in the earlier episodes when we just record before we could live stream. I'd always talk about, like, the one viewer of the video every week, you know, the one download, which was usually me, of the podcast, making sure that things were running properly over there in what was then iTunes. So, man, now we got Apple Podcasts, we have Spotify. It's crazy. It's a crazy world.
Spotify.
Yeah. Shout out to, I don't know how to pronounce this Lent kid. Thank you for the follow. Okay. Elgin says, I guess he's no longer going to subscribe. He's at 22 subs now. Hopefully he continues. You know, you can also subscribe to our OnlyFans 22 times. We'll figure it out. Elderton also says, Oh, he'll ask his boss if he can take the week off next week. Oh yeah, we'd love to have you on, Eldergen. Let us know. Either way, we're gonna get Ram as well. Okay, DZ, we start the show off usually the same way every week. We ask the people in the chat. We look at the chat straight in the eyes, and then we're like, DZ, what do we ask them?
We ask them, do I look better without or with facial? No, I'm kidding. We ask them, what have you been playing?
That's right, DZ. And as we wait for them to spam those responses, because we have hundreds of respondents usually that we have to weave through when we ask that question, what have you been playing, chat? As we wait for that, DZ, let me know what you've been playing. I'm curious. I'm curious.
What have I been playing? All right. Actually, the 2 weeks ago we had a show, right? I completely forgot that I was playing this game, which was Hyperscape. Hyperscape is a battle royale by Ubisoft. I'm sure you guys have heard it by now, but 2 weeks ago they released a closed beta. And you have, it's that kind of beta where you watch viewers on Twitch, right? And then you get the game drop. So that blew up for a while. So I wanted to check it out because it was sci-fi, right? And it was fast-paced. The trailer was pretty awesome. Some of the mechanics are pretty interesting as well. So I wanted to find a way to play it, but the thing is, depending on where you live, it was region locked pretty much, so I couldn't play it here.
Oh, okay.
But I did get the drop. I watched people streaming and I was able to get the drop, and I linked my Twitch account to my Ubisoft account, so I was able to get the game. But I couldn't install it because of my region. So what I did was I VPN'd it. So I was able to install it. I just logged on Uplay while my VPN was on, so I was in the US IP. So then I was able to install the game. And then I turned off the VPN and then the game was installed so I could play. So I played. And
look at you, hacker man over here.
Hacker man, call me Fombra. All right, so yeah, what happened was, so I played, and then I have very, very strong feelings towards this game. Not in the positive sense. At first, I thought it was cool. Let's talk about the game mechanics first. You know how in most BRs, right? You go around looting stuff, and then you get the attachments, right? You get the attachments. Talk about the weapon upgrade system, because in most BRs, you have to get an extended magazine. You have to get the certain scope, all those things to increase the power or whatever of your weapon. You get barrel stabilizers to increase the recoil, right? So in this one, instead of getting certain attachments, you just have to look for the same gun. If you look for the same gun, the gun will evolve, so to speak, or just get stronger. In a sense, at least when I was playing that closed beta, all it did was increase the magazine size and maybe a bit of the power as well. But I don't know now, because I think now it's an open beta because there are a lot more people playing, but because the game isn't really that good, not many people are really playing. Okay, so another thing that most
could I also say I haven't really heard of Hyperscape? Maybe that might have something to do with it. Like, maybe their PR isn't as good.
No, not really. And honestly think about it. Who's playing BR? I mean, sure, there are people playing BR, but like now to come up with a BR with a battle royale, come on. Now it's kind of not a good time because you already have great BR. So it's more of like the only time this will become big is if the game is good, not by a PR stunt or whatnot. Because right now everyone's into Valorant. So what else about
and you still have the huge draw for Fortnite. People, like, as much as we don't play Fortnite, a lot of people still very much so play it.
Yeah, people still play it.
Yeah.
So what else about this game? There's this new mechanic. You know how in every BR there's you have to get med packs, healing, right, and armor. This one, healing yourself is a skill now that you can pick up. It's like they're called hacks. You collect these hacks that do a bunch of things. They give you shields. They give you ability to heal your teammates. You can turn into a bouncing ball, and jump really high. You can get a superhero. Remember that game where you're this mutated guy who can I know Mike knows this game. It's this guy, you can absorb people. It's a really old game in the Xbox. You can absorb people and you can turn into how they look, and you can do this thing where you jump really high in the air and you can help smash the floor.
Oh, wow.
Does that make any sense of what I said? I forgot what that game was called.
It sounds interesting.
Yeah, no. It's
Does that help?
It's something about... but anyway, basically, you have a lot of great skills. You can even create walls like May. You can do stuff like that. But yeah, so
Okay.
you can't get an upgrade where you can get AR. It's it's a skill that gives you armor, but once you have that, it's a skill. I mean, okay, here, like, because in Apex, getting armor is an item, right? So in the Hyperscape, you have 2 skill slots. So you either use a skill slot for armor or another skill, or you can just do away with armor completely and just get 2 different really awesome skills. It's just something like you even go invisible. There's an invisibility skill. There's a super jump skill, and you don't have any armor and you don't have any healing.
Okay.
Another thing they did differently was actually healing. Of course, in VR, you know how important getting healing items are, right? So instead of healing, you know how in typical FPS games nowadays, when you duck in a cover and you don't get shot for a while, your HP regenerates.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. You have HP regen. So they did away with the whole you have to get items to heal. So it's kind of, if you honestly think about it. Okay, well, before I get to my biggest point of what this game actually is or plays like, another thing about this game is that it's really fast. It's like you're all playing Octane from Apex, and you're on ×3 speed. That's how it feels like. This game is really fast. The time to kill is so long as well. It's actually pretty long, very long.
So you're saying that the speed that you move at doesn't really lend to the fact that you can't really kill more because you're moving faster. It doesn't affect the time to kill. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's 2 different things. But like actually, but the thing is, because of that, what happens is sometimes when I played, I felt like, I'm sure you know the feeling like when you wipe out a squad, and you get third partied, right? So that's the same feeling. That's you get that feeling a lot here because the map is actually quite small and everyone's moving super fast. It's easy to get from one end to the other. By the time you're done killing one squad, another one has come and another one has come already. So like there's no breathing room. Yeah. There's not enough breathing room in this game. The gunplay is okay. No, actually I take that back. The gunplay is horrible. I don't like it. The guns don't feel good. They really don't feel good. And I'm not surprised because I don't think Ubisoft has made an FPS ever, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least that's not their forte, right? So as far as gunplay is concerned,
does Watch Dogs count? Watch Dogs.
Not even. That's a
Watch Dog. Wait, is it plural? I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Watch Dogs. Does Watch Dogs count? It feels weird saying it as a sentence, but okay, sorry. Keep going.
Oh, their prototype. That was the one. That was the one that was talking about that where you have that thing where you slam down the floor. Anyway, so that's one thing about the gunplay of this game.
That Far Cry.
It's horrible. But the guns, the way they look, it's cool. Like honestly, the guns look cool. The guns, the way they evolve, because I said right, there's a mechanic when you pick up a new gun, it kind of morphs into a upgraded version, like Transformers, like that kind of thing. It's pretty cool. It looks very sci-fi and all that stuff. Now, here's another thing that's different. You know how in all VRs they have the typical system is that you have one huge map and everything's like in a circle, right? There's the circle of death, right? And everything encloses.
That encloses,
so that forces people to fight, right? So this one, instead of doing that, what they did was that, which is actually the thing is they have good ideas. It's just that the gameplay sucks, but the ideas that they have in this game are good. They're just not executed properly. Now instead, there are zones. There are different areas. You know how in VR, right? There are different areas in the map, right? You have construction over there. You have the hydro. You have the hydro dam. You have the city area. Those areas are the ones that disappear randomly. Like it's sections of the map, not a circle that convolves it. It's just sections of the map
that's interesting.
That disintegrate, and if you're in that map, you get damaged. If you're like in that part, you start to get damaged. You have to get out of there. You have to get into safe zones. So it's not
this video we have playing is pretty funny. Okay, yeah.
So yeah.
Shout out to our sister company IGN. Not really.
Yeah. So that's one thing about the game, and I like the fact that I guess it's fun in a sense that there's the verticality. You know how like you're jumping really high, and basically the whole map is your playground. Okay, now to my point. How this game feels like, which is very counterintuitive to what the genre is. It feels like you're playing Quake. Imagine playing Quake in a battle royale. You've played Quake, right, Herald?
Dude, and playing Quake today, like I mean, as much as Quake was great then, and there's still a lot of people that love Quake now.
Yeah.
it feels dated. Is that fair to say? Like for me, at least.
I mean,
like,
it's like you're playing a deathmatch. The game, it's deathmatch gameplay for a battle royale genre.
Yeah.
So honestly, this game would probably work if it was a deathmatch, but it's not. It's a battle royale. So
okay.
that's where the problem is, because it's so fast. Like, it's like, okay, here, you know, in Apex, this is how I feel about it. You know, in Apex, there's a gradual rise in pacing on how the games play out. Normally, unless you go into a hot drop, but this one, you're always up there. It's always like hype, righteous, and then as soon as it's a fast drop. There's not enough time to enjoy the game, because for some reason, I get that the TTK is long, but it's just so much. It's just too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they turned up the engine, and it's so high that the drop is severe when you like requeue and whatnot. It's like, and you have the things that the gunplay doesn't feel great. And again, this comes to my point. Again, just like what I was talking about Valorant, don't release a game. Which is not. They haven't released it. It's open beta. It's closed beta. So, all right, I get it. So, what I'm now, with these points in mind, Ubisoft is going to have to pull out a miracle if they want this game to work, because I already see so many problems with it. And I'm not saying I'm an expert on it, but for me, like, I thought this game was going to be cool, but I was sadly mistaken. But, you know, Ubisoft has made comebacks before with stuff like Rainbow Six Siege, right? And this game is free, so all right, fine. So I'm not going to complain too much. Unless I'm only gonna complain if their DLC is horrible.
Okay.
If it's like, you know, the usual reasons why I would hate free-to-play game if they have a DLC that's $60 for all these skins. But so far they don't. I just hope they don't have a working store before the game is actually released, and that's bullshit. So, again,
it's happened before.
And it's happened before. Yeah, Ram has put it. Let's be honest here. Open beta nowadays is a tantamount to full release.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's sad. It's sad. I'm actually honestly hoping that Ubisoft can come up with another BR. That's great, but based on what I've played, nah, it's not fun.
Okay. That's a fair. You actually went on a full review there for a good 10 minutes, but like that's fair. That's totally fair. You actually got a lot of playtime with this from what you've said, and these are legit feelings, because again, as we pointed out, it's not a finished product, but it's already out there. So yeah, take that for what it's worth, because oh man, we're getting a little tired of having to bring up that point all the time.
Yeah. I just want a fully released game.
Yeah. Well, and it's understandable. I mean, you know, DZ, we're not at fault in terms of like releasing content that wasn't ready yet. We've done that a couple of times ourselves, but you know, our stuff has never been seen by hundreds of thousands of people. So, you know,
yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean,
what you gonna do, man? What you gonna do?
Right? But yeah,
I guess vote with our wallet is what we're gonna do.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. Vote with your wallet. Ghost of Tsushima when I can get it. But the last others.
Oh, okay.
Enough with Hyperscape. The other thing I've been playing, of course, Valorant and Overwatch.
Oh, you've been playing Valorant. Okay, after that scathing review the other week, you've been giving it a chance.
I'm only playing it because I have other friends who are playing it, so I'm only playing it when I never play it alone. And I still think that their skins the amount they're charging is it's scummy. It's scummy. It should not be, because that determines a bad precedent for the future of video games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like, you know, what, $60 for skins gonna be a norm now? I get that. Again, I can't believe I'm gonna say this again. I get that you don't have to buy it, But the thing is, it starts to make people accustomed to the idea of buying stuff once you buy the game.
Yeah.
Like, when I saw the news that they're gonna start making, I think 2Ks. Wait. The thing is, it was 2K, so they're gonna make games $70 now. I was happy. It's like, all right, great. That means they're gonna make games better. But then again, what's stopping them from putting up more DLC, even though the games are $70? And the thing is, that's 2K games saying that. So
yeah, they've lost a lot of clout recently, right? Like
exactly
with their unskippable ads. They've had a lot of frustrating things recently. Yeah.
So like I hope that they don't make, again. It's getting worse.
Yeah,
yes,
it really is, right? We were hoping this time a year ago, even this time 2 years ago, that it wouldn't, but it has kind of been getting worse. So
I'm sorry, $90 for a skin. I think it's $70 to $90 for all the skin pack.
No matter, like, it's still way too high, right? It's still way too high for skins. Okay, going into chat, DZ, people actually were messaging what they've been playing. Like, please tell us how to pronounce your name. This Lint Kid saying Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is what they've been playing. Dude, I wish I could still play Marvel vs. Capcom. I wish I could still play games like that, because back when we were growing up, DZ, back in the 90s, I was in a very famous TV show. No,
Gerald?
No, back in the 90s, like, games like that were my jam. But nowadays, like, time is like, to master a game, like to master a fighting game specifically, takes so much time now. And you see the level that people have achieved on the internet with games like Marvel vs. Capcom. You get disheartened. Okay, but that's awesome. How have you been finding it these days, especially with Evo not happening this year? I'm curious to get that opinion. Ram was saying him and his buddies got into Ark Survival Evolved. Wasn't that free recently? Was it free, Ram? Ark Survival Evolved, or was it just super discounted in the Steam sale? I'm trying to remember. Let's see here. Mike has been playing. I don't know how to pronounce this. This is Xmorph
Tower Defense.
Xmorph Tower Defense on Switch. Ooh, that's awesome. Let's see. Miku P's been playing Final Fantasy 14. No surprise there. He's also been playing some auto chess. Miku P still bearing and waving the flag of auto chess. How's that, man? That's interesting. How's that been going, man? How's the community recently? Elder Jin DZ was taking umbrage when I mentioned that Quake felt dated. Admittedly, I have not played Quake recently, so I retract my statement. My apologies. I'm actually in no shape to comment that. Thank you for calling me out, Elder Jin. Ram was saying, in terms of Hyperscape, DZ, a shooter where the gunplay isn't great. It's a basketball game with poor basketball physics, I think is the equivalent of that.
It's basically SmackDown versus Raw after THQ wasn't the one anymore.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's
THQ
good.
did a great job in SmackDown versus Raw, but whoever took the reins after that's horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Ram was saying it isn't a loot box mechanic. What are we referring to here, DZ?
Where's that? What's that? The one of
He says Elder Jin was like, they've been doing it with League of Legends for almost a decade, but last I checked, the skins don't cost that much there. And then Ram was saying it isn't a loot box mechanic. Oh, Valorant skin. Is it a loot box mechanic?
No, it's not. It's like you buy the skin outright.
So you get it outright. Okay.
Yeah. I don't
Ram
mind people buying skins. I just don't like the fact that it's becoming a norm because it's available.
Yeah. Because, okay, DZ, me, Derek, Wancho, you're also free to join us because I've been inviting you for the past how many months. We're going to be playing Marvel's Avengers next month when the beta comes out on August 16th. Okay, we're going to be playing together.
Beta? Okay.
Yeah. Because we pre-ordered it already, so we get access to the beta on August 16th on Steam.
Ooh.
DZ, I don't know if you remember from their war table thing, their video session. They mentioned that you're going to be able to get skins and emotes for Marvel's Avengers in their online marketplace. As much as I hate the thought because I do. I dislike the fact that I might want a Thor skin that I might have been attached to in the comics, and they're like, oh, you have to pay $20 for this.
You traitor.
No, I'm gonna say this. I will be tempted. No, but that's the thing, right?
You will be tempted.
For a game that you're heavily invested in, especially for a property like Marvel and the Avengers that a lot of people are attached to, something like that is unfortunately alluring. Like it's something that you'll consider, because I don't want to do it. Hopefully it's something I can earn in game, but I'll always be tempted.
Yeah.
Right? That's always going to be a thing now when I play that game. And that really annoys me. Because they're exploiting my love for a property like the Avengers and like Marvel property.
And you've
Marvel
already
comics.
paid for the game.
I already paid for the game. I paid for I paid for the pre-order just so I could play the beta.
And then
right?
there's a paywall to get those skins. Why can't I just do this incredibly hard mission? Only few have yet attempted, and when I complete it, I get the skin. Why can't it be like that, right?
Yeah.
Why can't it be like that anymore?
I mean, World of Warcraft still does that, right? Like, you can't get specific looks until unless you raid like the highest tier. So I don't know, man. It irks me because I don't want to say it. I don't want to say I wouldn't. I'd consider buying the skin, but I would. I would.
It tempts. It's very tempting.
Yeah. It irks me. Okay, Miku P says Auto Chess VNG has a small community in Southeast Asia and the Philippines, but players are active. He got to cast their ESL Southeast Asia regionals last weekend. Yeah, I saw the post, Miku P. I reacted to your post because I'm one of the I'm a friend. We got you. All right. Eldergen says, does the Fortnite dance with Thor? No, sir. It is the Scrubs dance. All right. It's the Poison Scrubs dance. We're not calling it the Fortnite dance. Okay. Anything else, DZ, that we should talk? Anything else in the chat?
No, I think we're good. Herald, what have you been playing?
Oh, thanks for asking, DZ. So, super quick. Yeah. Haven't been playing Forza Horizon as much, but that's a game that you pay for once. They have DLCs that are actually optional. You don't have to buy certain cars. You get most of the cars by playing. You get like 99% of the cars by playing. And then DZ, here's the thing. They release new cars every month for free.
Way.
For free, dude.
For free? That doesn't mean every time we say something about free, we just play Adam Sandler's for free. I'll look for that clip right now.
Yeah, go for it. I'll put it in my soundboard. Oh, but that's the thing. It's in this day and age, it's surprising. And the game was released like 2-3 years ago already. Forza Horizon 4 was 2 years ago. And they're still releasing new cars every month.
Every month? That's
every month. Every 4 weeks, DZ, you get
How long has this game been out?
2 years.
2 years. I'll link the for free thing in the Twitch chat.
Okay, thank you. Ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised that. Oh man, I'm surprised that it's a surprise. That irks me. That really irks me. Okay. Let's move on to the news. Let's tackle these real quick. We've gone on for too long talking about ourselves, but I love the chat. I'm glad that the chat told us what they've been playing. Love you guys.
Yeah, the news is gonna be
tight. Oh, and I also played a little FIFA and some Red Dead Redemption. I've been enjoying Red Dead Redemption. Okay, let's do this. Let's turn the bed music down. Oh, and it faded out at the right time. Here we go, guys. It's time for the news.
This week in video games.
Oh yes, this week in video games. I don't know if I have do we have a sponsor this week?
TAPAS style.
Oh, you want to do TAPAS style? You want to plug TAPAS style? Let me bring it up.
Okay, sure.
DZ. I've heard of this little indie company.
Yeah.
In the south of the Philippines, south of Luzon.
South of Luzon.
Okay. They serve tapas in kits. Yeah. What's all this about?
Well, just so you know, what this is about. All right. So there's this yes, there is this small food business that's slowly growing that has so much potential called TAPAS Style. It is a authentic Spanish online restaurant, delivery service for food, and they give you DIY tapas kits. And
so they don't come like in the picture that we're showing right now. They come in DIY kits.
Yes. Basically, you're given the ingredients and you have to assemble them together. And the reasoning behind this was because tapas are essentially not appetizers food, okay? They're kind of like, they're actually more of bar chow. Because if you go to Spain, most of the time that you see tapas in restaurants, they're not in restaurants where you go together, eat a full meal appetizer. It's not a full course meal thing. You get that and you have it over drinks with someone. It's stuff you just get from the bar and you eat together. It's just bar chow, right? So what they're trying to employ, I don't know why I'm talking in third person. It's obviously my thing, but God. So what I'm trying to employ here is that because I want it to be kind of a family thing, all right? You have merienda, you get together with your family, you have tables set up, you have ingredients set up, and you put the tapas together because you know how you go to when you go to weddings, when you go to buffets, and you see jamon serrano there on the side. Everyone goes for that. And have you seen like spreads of platters? You put the cheese and the olives all together, all that.
Is this something I'm too poor to understand, Diego?
No, of course not. Of course not. No, it's something that surprisingly for us being colonized by Spain that we're not familiar with.
Yeah, we were colonized by your people. All right?
Hey, I'm pretty sure everyone in chat is partially part of it as well, you know.
That's racist just to assume that, all right?
No, I'm just so that's what I'm trying to put in with this. Is that you have the ingredients all set up together on a table, and then you assemble it as a family, and you have sobre mesa. Not saying sobre, because sobre in Spanish is over. Mesa, table, right? So you have it over the table, and you want the family aspect. You want it even with someone. You don't have it as an appetizer. Technically, you do not have it as an appetizer because I've never seen at least this is just from my experience. When I went to Spain, and I would get when I would get a meal for lunch, I'd get a meal straight, and there's no tapas around. Sure, you can order, but like most of the time, you want to have it over drinks, especially in the bars. You want to have it over drinks. It's that kind of culture that I want to put there. That's why I want to also, and of course, the DIY, the reasoning for the DIY is one thing, but the biggest problem is that since it's purely delivery, of course, how the heck am I going to deliver that all assembled if I'm going to make it pa-grab in the guy's backpack? That's definitely not going to work out. So making it as a DIY thing, someone can just have fun putting things together. That's the most ideal.
Awesome, man. Okay, so what does BKS Iyengar mean?
Okay, here the thing is, the guy who said that, not even Spanish. That line is from a yogi.
Also,
it's a yoga
BKS
quote.
Iyengar is a person.
It's a person who's a yogi. It's like a yoga quote for yoga people. So that's why when I released that image, a lot of yoga people were commenting on it because they knew about that saying. Because tapas in the yoga world is like balance and peace and prosperity, something like that.
So you're selling us balance and peace. I'm in. We can use some of that right now, DZ. We can use some of that right now.
I love how Mike's in chat. It's so good. I wish I could eat those every day. Damn straight. Well, I gave him some. I got him some for his birthday the other day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to pay for my mic, but all right. Yeah.
When's your birthday, Herald?
It's far. Still kind of far, but it's all good, buddy. It's all good. All right, let's tackle some news, DZ. Let's go light first. Let's go light. Beefcake extraordinaire Henry Cavill. He doesn't go by Hank. Henry Cavill recently went on Instagram TV and assembled a personal computer.
Oh my god, that was
feast.
It's like the most manliest thing I watched in the past month.
I like just watching Henry Cavill. Period is super. Like I feel like I grew a couple more chest hairs. Yeah.
The articles that were coming online were so funny. It's like Henry Cavill built his own PC and apparently has impregnated so many people online. What? That's how good it was.
It's a powerful video.
Man, look at those arms.
Man, talk about Man of Steel, am I right? All right. Working on that steel right there. All right.
Oh.
So this was a feast for the eyes of gamers and non-gamers alike. It's just
Can I just say, he
Go.
built that PC better than The Verge did.
low bar, man. That's a low bar to.
In chat, in case you guys want to know what I'm referring to, yeah, just look at The Verge PC build from last year. For some reason, that's been appearing on my feed
Was
on
that
YouTube.
only last year? I feel like we talked about that when it happened. Like
it's been a year, man.
and like if you watch the video, Henry Cavill initially builds his motherboard like upside down, right? Like he puts it in the case upside down, then he has to like flip it back over.
Mm-hmm.
So and he still did it better than okay. We're not gonna bash The Verge that much. All right, it's hard work creating content. Okay, it's hard work.
Notorious in chat. I saw a comment. Henry Cavill making you porn.
That's oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Okay, DZ, are you familiar with rap and hip hop?
Not so. Well, not honestly. Like, I do love the rap of back then when we were younger, like in the '90s rap. But today's rap, not so much.
Okay, well,
But you're
Wait.
fast.
no, like when you say today's rap and rap back then, like how what are we talking about here? Are we talking about like Biggie
here-
and Tupac? Like, are we talking about
basically,
Nelly?
I don't like
how-
the mumble rap pretty much, but the thing is that's the most prevalent thing now for certain. But I'm the last guy to answer that question. I don't know much
Okay.
about that, so
I feel like you would like this rapper. All right, Logic. For those of you who don't know, Logic.
Mm-hmm.
This guy right here, he's a huge nerd, man. This guy is amazing. If you've seen his interview on Hot Ones, you'll know. This dude is legit. His name, dude, I don't know if this is his first name. His first name is Sir.
Sir Logic.
No, his real name is Sir Robert Bryson Hall II, and he's American. So
Was he knighted by the Queen or something?
I don't think so. You can't be. He has no MBA, MBR. I don't know what the thing after that is.
Sir what? Logic.
Sir
Holy-
Robert Bryson Hall. All right.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
So Logic, guys. Logic, rapper extraordinaire. This guy is a legit. Like I love his music. Okay. He's
Wait,
a
sorry.
nerd, dude. He's a nerd. Okay.
He's a. No, please go. I'll say the joke after.
Okay. Logic has retired from the rap game, DZ. He's done making music. He just had a son recently, and he's decided to step away from music creation. He's not going to tour. His newest album's coming out in 2 days. That's
He's
it.
young. He's like 30 years.
He's done.
How long
He's
was
30.
he in music? How long was he doing rap?
Oh man, as long as he could walk. No. That sounds like I'm sorry. That sounds like something, an artist would say, right? Like, oh, I've been rapping since I could walk. He's been active since 2010. So he's been
that's
active
pretty
for 10
long,
years.
10 years.
Yeah, 10 years. He's made bank. He's good. He had a son. He's gonna retire.
True millennial. Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
actually millennial. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And he's actually DZ.
Mm-hmm.
Logic has actually been tapped by Twitch to start streaming exclusively on Twitch. He's actually been streaming in his spare time. He does this already.
Okay.
So he's been tapped now to stream exclusively on Twitch, and his first stream is going to be in 2 days. He's going to treat it as sort of like a release party for his music, for his newest album.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be July 23rd, July 24th, 11 a.m. Manila. July 23rd, 11 p.m. Eastern Time in New York. Thursday night there. He's going to be live on twitch.tv/logic.
I'm surprised no one's ever gotten that name.
Maybe he got it. Like you know how
Really
like people do
early.
deals, right? Like for the Twitter handles and stuff, they like DM like, "Oh, I'll pay you this much if I can get it." Maybe
Oh, yeah.
maybe DZ, he was an early adopter of Twitch and he actually got the name.
It's possible, yeah.
It's possible. This dude is legit. He's a legit nerd. If you listen to his lyrics, with his raps. Okay, I'm just gonna keep repeating myself, but yeah, he's good. He's cool. So yeah, In his statement, he said, "I'm blessed enough to have millions of fans and followers." He's talking about both the rap game and on Twitch. He said, "So it's a great partnership. I'm going to bring new eyes to their service. They're going to bring new money to my bank account," and I'm just kidding. This dude, I'm telling you, he's funny. All right, if you have not seen it yet, watch his Hot Ones interview on First We Feast's YouTube. He seems like a great guy, and yeah, I'm glad he's bringing more people over to Twitch, and I hope he's successful. I mean,
it'd be so funny if he got sponsored by not Logitech. Anyone but Logitech sponsors this guy.
Dude, that'd be funny. Yeah, DZ, if I could retire at 30, which is a couple months from now, I'd be a happy man.
Oh my god, I know what you mean, man. But we don't rap, you know.
Yeah,
we can bust rhymes, but we can't rap.
We'll work on it. Maybe by 40 we could retire.
You know how I asked earlier? Was he knighted by the queen or something? So I googled Logic full name, and it comes out his full name. Then the first thing that came out here, people also ask, was Logic knighted by the queen?
And it's his first name, right? It's his actual first name.
It's just really his first name.
Ram was saying he'd want to name his what a good name. I'd want to name my son Sir as well.
Sir, come here.
Sir, I say sir. All right. He says if I could retire at 30, I should be retired. Oh. Okay, you would be though. You would be. Okay. Moving on, DZ. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. Dos Ex Machina. Shippuden. We're gonna. Final Fantasy VII Remake is apparently now in full swing. We're getting we've gotten news from a 14-page interview that was translated from Japanese to English that Final Fantasy VII Remake is in full production now. It was, of course, delayed by COVID, and fortunately now they're able to continue operations. And in this interview, it's lengthy, man. I followed a Twitter that thanks to IGN. I found a Twitter and I followed it, and they have like a bit of an English breakdown. So I'm gonna give you like the highlights, okay?
Sure.
Game director Tetsuya Nomura said, "We know that everyone wants the next installment quickly. We would also like to deliver it as soon as possible. Since we were also able to see the line of quality from the first installment, we hope to make the next installment even better in quality that can make for an even better experience. We would get it out as soon as possible, so please wait for it. I think we can clearly convey the direction when we officially announce the next installment." So it's just a little hint, little tease. This isn't actually like them saying this is the date. It's more of we're already working on it in full swing. We're going at it. So please be patient. It's kind of like that, right?
It's happening. It's happening.
It's
folks.
happening. Never fear, Final Fantasy fans.
I'm waiting. Yeah, like I cannot wait for this whole thing to finish so I can play it. I'm just gonna play it in one fell swoop. I'm not gonna. I don't plan on buying the parts.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to go on a huge ass sale. I'll probably be 40 by the time it happens. So I can wait.
We're not going anywhere. All right. There's no rush. No, but yeah, I remember we talked about this, right? Like one of our questions when the first part was released was, are we gonna wait for it, or are we gonna go piece by piece? And you, me, and Mick, the three of us said, we'll wait. We'll wait for the compilation because we can't bear the pain of playing an amazing game and then having to wait for the next installment.
Yeah, I mean, like, put it like this: the first God of War was released 2005. I was 15, and I still love it. I still love the God of War 4, and I'm 30. Oh, turning 30, so half. I can wait another 10 years.
Yeah, man. So by the time you retire at 40, all right, we're gonna when we've launched our rap careers and ended on a high, you're gonna be playing Final Fantasy VII Part 4, and everything else.
And I'll have all the teeth I can muster.
That sounds wrong, but okay, let's keep pushing through.
Right? Great character to play. Like, I saw the fight, her game mechanics. It's awesome, man. I like martial arts.
legit, man. Dead or Alive was a fantastic franchise.
It is. I can argue to the heavens. I will fight anyone up to the death just to say how good of a game. Honestly, boobies aside, how great Dead or Alive is as a fighting game.
I'm agreeing with you, sir.
I know, but I'm just gonna say, a lot of people, honestly, every time I make that joke, people think I'm not serious, but I am dead serious. That is a great fighting game, and I will argue to the high heavens.
I'm with you, man. Count me an ally. Count me a Dead or Alive ally. Okay.
See, look, gaming. I swear to God, the mechanics of that are better. Well, for me, personally, I prefer it over tech. Random's like, it's a fighting game. I thought it was I mean, okay, I'll admit, the volleyball game that's just fan service, but the fighting game, oh my God, is it great? It is one of the best fighting games I've ever played.
Yeah, legit. Why are you laughing? I'm
because everyone's like, mechanics. Everyone's trying to they don't take me seriously.
I'm with you, sir. I'm with you. Okay.
Thank you, Herald. Thank you for being on my side.
All right, volleyball is great. Okay, let's move on. Supersonic acrobatic rocket powered battle cars, DZ. The original name for Rocket League. It's been also many years since the release of Rocket League, and now they're looking to make the move off of Steam. A trend that seems to slowly be.
They're gonna leave Steam completely, or they're just gonna be able to venture out into other platforms.
From this report, it looks like they're looking to leave Steam. DZ, flat out leave Steam.
Okay.
Bye. I don't know how this will affect their user base, but that's what's gonna happen, and they're gonna be going free to play.
No
FTP.
way.
FTP, DZ.
That's odd. Well, that's weird. But that's interesting though, why they would do that. Well, then again, they do have the player base already, so I'm guessing like they leave Steam because is there DLC for that? Do people pay for cosmetics or all that kind of stuff?
All right, here we go. So according to their blog, DZ, the blog of Rocket League itself on their website. Let me bring up here. There we go. After nearly 5 years, millions of players, and billions of soccer matches played, it's time to talk about the next chapter of Rocket League. All right, they're going free to play summer 2020 in an update. And Rocket League will release on the Epic Games Store on PC the same time it goes free to play.
Oh, they're moving to Epic?
Yeah, the version of the game is going to be identical to the version found on other platforms. It's going to be cross-platform play anywhere you play Rocket League, including between Epic Games Store and Steam. So I'm confused with the wording on this. So are they making the transition? I didn't read the full thing on the blog. I read the summation, so I got caught off guard by that. Let's see here. But DZ, as we read through this real quick, can I get your thoughts on? Steam. The Steam version will no longer be available to download for new players, but if you already have it on Steam, you'll continue to be able to play it there. But in the future, after this update, you won't be able to anymore.
And the thing is, they're launching also on Epic.
Yes.
Wow.
Another coup, Diego Z.
I like how there's. I wonder how much. Well, right, that was what Epic was doing for a while, is that they were buying the rights to certain games.
Yes.
So this is pretty much the same thing, right? Just a little downplayed now.
Yeah, looks like it. Less aggressive, less haha, they're moving to us.
But it's free to play.
Yes.
Can you download? Okay, I have no idea how Rocket League works. Can you download it from their main website?
I'm gonna find out, DZ. We're gonna do some investigative journalism live on stream.
But yeah, to get my thoughts on it, I guess it's not a bad move on Rocket League's part. I mean, Epic Games Store has a ton of kids who are playing that right now, like a ton of people.
Okay, I'm on their website, Diego.
Yeah.
When I click on buy game, it tells me to go to the Steam website or other platforms.
Oh, okay. I guess they're just trying to. Well, maybe it's that they're just trying to reach a new demographic or a whole new audience, because there is that new and young Epic Games audience, because a lot of I'd say young people because they're playing Fortnite. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but that's true. A lot of young people probably don't even know about Steam. Probably prefer Epic Games Store over Steam because all they're playing is Fortnite. So I guess that's the market that they're trying to tap into, which is not a bad idea. I mean, Rocket League is a great game, and I don't think kids would shy away from a game. Who would shy away from freaking bumper cars with rockets, right? Kids definitely wouldn't. So it's not a bad move on Rocket League's end.
We need some data on this, Diego. We need some data.
Yeah,
that's what we need. But yeah, it's interesting. Again, I want to know how this pans out. You know, like we know that Destiny moved away from the Blizzard launcher, from the Blizzard app, and from Blizzard in general. Now we're seeing Rocket League make the move away from Steam, but now they're going to Epic Games. I really want to know where this is going because, like we mentioned earlier on the show, man, like the gaming industry is feeling scummier this year. So I don't know. I don't know if this free-to-play model is gonna end up giving us more microtransactions or what, but you know, it's interesting.
I doubt though that. Well, there is that possibility that Rocket League will put in microtransactions, but I mean, for a game that's been out for so long, I wouldn't be surprised if they did, just to squeeze whatever's left of it. Plus, it's free-to-play. They're probably gonna do that.
Yeah. Oh man. Ram saying I'm not a huge fan of EGS, but sure. What's EGS?
Epic Game Store.
Oh, you kids and your newfangled acronyms. No, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Definitely more microtransactions. Notorious KGM confirming and affirming our greatest fears right now. So, not looking forward to that. DZ, it's time for the main event. Before we break out the news.
Wait, we're not gonna talk about the Ubisoft Forward.
Before we end on that, DZ, okay. we gotta spice things up a little. All right, we're not gonna slog through news for a full hour. All right, we're gonna play some games.
All right,
we gotta have some fun.
Yeah.
Have some fun.
I have a good one for you.
Can I just say I love your confidence. I really, like, legitimately, I enjoy this. I love this segment. All right, so
hey, no one likes the baby face. Everyone loves the heels.
You're going down, punk.
No,
all right,
no.
Manny Pacquiao looking, Erwan Yusuf looking, Quizmaster. I'm gonna take you down. All right, let's go. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, for Will to turn tables. Oh wait, there we go. Oh yes. Oh, how the turntables. I got the segment name wrong, but it's all good. DZ. It's time for our newest segment. Let him know how it goes.
Okay, so basically this is a glorified trivia segment. Kidding. It's basically, I'm gonna throw Herald a question here, all right? It's a trivia question, gaming related, of course, and I'm gonna give him 3 options, of course, multiple choice. So, Harold's gonna try to figure out what the answer is. Well, people in chat, of course, you can participate as well. You can try to throw him off if you know the answer, but do they get a prize if they get it right?
No, that's the other game.
Oh, that's the other game. This one
is all about me.
You're just really just trying to screw with Herald right now. So as much as possible, just don't make him guess it.
Yeah. So I'm 2 for 2. DZ, I'm 2 for 2 so far in Oh How the Turntables. And we've named this segment so because usually I'm the one who quizzes them. I'm the one who quizzes Diego Z and all our other guests and co-hosts. So now the tables have been turned, and it's Diego's turn to turn the tables on me. Diego, take it away, bro.
All right, Harold. So this one, I thought of this one myself. I didn't look at a website this time.
I'm so proud of you.
But I did have to do some research, so I still had to make sure that this was right. I just formulated.
Dude, that's legit.
Yeah,
that's legit. This is what I wanted. I'm so proud of you. Oh my god.
Thank you. All right. So here's the question: which cartoon franchise served as an inspiration for how do you say Miyamoto? Miyamoto's his full name. Seijiro Miyamoto. Miyamoto. Yeah, Shigeru Miyamoto. There we go. Trying to get the pronunciation. So, which cartoon franchise served as an inspiration for Shigeru Miyamoto to create the first Donkey Kong game?
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll repeat the question. Which cartoon franchise served as an inspiration for Shigeru Miyamoto's first game of Donkey Kong?
Okay.
Now, the options are ABC, The Pink Panther,
Okay.
Popeye the Sailor Man,
Okay.
or Roger Rabbit.
Okay.
Again, which cartoon franchise served as an inspiration for Shigeru Miyamoto to create the first Donkey Kong game? Again, Pink Panther, Popeye the Sailor Man, or Roger Rabbit.
All right. A, Pink Panther. B, Popeye the Sailor Man. He was Jewish. Or C, Roger Rabbit. No, he wasn't. Okay. Okay, DZ. This is how we do things here on How the Turntables. I'm going to be doing this in the process, with the process of elimination. I'm going to be taking out options one by one. This week we got 3. All right. Pink Panther, Popeye the Sailor Man, Roger Rabbit. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take you along for a ride here on my process. So DZ, Pink Panther, the pinkest of all the Panthers. All right. He seems fishy, but at the same time, I could see how the anamorphic figure of the pinkest of Panthers would inspire a Donkey of Kongs. Okay. Yeah, they both talk. They're both animals. They're both long, lanky, tall. One powerful, one slim. All good. I can see. They're both talking. They both talk. All right. Even though the original iteration of Donkey Kong was just this giant ape throwing barrels down at Mario. Okay. Forgivable. All right. As we find out later on in the Donkey Kong Country TV show, that might have been Cranky Kong. So he might have just been cranky all along. All right, so we'll park Pink Panther first. I'm gonna keep him there for a while. Popeye the Sailor Man. All right, some of you may know him by his English name, Popeye the Sailor Man. All right, so Popeye the Sailor Man, giant arms, very powerful. Needs spinach before he gets all strong and ready to fight Brutus or Bluto, whichever version of the show you've seen or the comics. I can see where the power comes in. Anchors on his arms. Horrible underbite. There's something there. All right. Also has a pappy, similar to Cranky Kong, so I can see the similarities between him and Donkey Kong. And lastly, Roger Rabbit. This seems like the biggest fish in the sea, Diego. Roger Rabbit, also anamorphic, also has experience dealing with humans. None of them were plumbers by chance, but I'll forgive him for that. Roger Rabbit, DZ, married to Jessica Rabbit, very attractive, buxom redhead, always in a flowing, glowing dress. I could see no connection at the moment between Roger Rabbit and DK. Okay, good old Roger Rabbit has been around long as well, quite like Popeye the Sailor Man and Pink Panther. So I can't just exclude him right away. I have to think about this clearly. Okay, so no option D this week, unlike last episode where I was able to choose Cammy because she was option B, and the answer to that was, of course, which of those protagonists had the code name Killer B, and I chose Cammy because she was option B. None of that this week. Diego made sure of it, so I can't go option D, DK this week. So, okay, once again, Pink Panther, Popeye the Sailor Man, or Roger Rabbit are my options. The chat is not giving me any hints at all, DZ. They're not gonna play any favorites. They're rooting for both of us, so I'm okay with that. So, Pink Panther, animal that talks, cool. Roger Rabbit, also an animal that talks. Popeye, main similarities are the strength, those big burly arms. So I'm gonna have to eliminate Popeye, DZ, first and foremost because he's a human, and humans are the enemy. All right, Donkey Kong was throwing barrels at one. He's a plumber. He's Italian, but as an ape, all right, DZ, I'm putting my headspace in the cranium of Donkey Kong. I would think Popeye would be an enemy So I'm gonna eliminate Popeye the Sailor Man. Also, I don't think Donkey Kong likes water so much. Okay. Eliminated. No Popeye for me. So it's now between the Pink Panther, option A, or option C, Rogerius Rabidicus.
Elderton in chat's like, bro, just answer the question.
No, Elderton, that's not how this works. See, that's what happens when you're not around for a couple of episodes, Elderton. That's not how this works. So,
Over-analyzed.
Elderton, we withdraw our invitation to next episode. Just kidding. DZ, Pink Panther, Roger Rabbit, A or C. Pink Panther to me, too sneaky. Roger Rabbit out there, very social. I'm having a bit of trouble with this one. Both of them are animals that talk. I'm tempted to ask for a hint, but that's not how we do this. All right.
I don't know what to give anyway either. So.
That's okay. I'm trying to figure out, like, what are the similarities? Did Roger Rabbit wear gloves? Anyone? Did Roger Rabbit wear gloves?
Anthropomorphic characters did wear gloves. Let me check.
Pink Panther didn't have gloves. I'm pretty sure.
Roger Rabbit, yes, he had gloves. He had yellow gloves, actually.
He had yellow gloves. Oh, that's a strike against Roger, DZ. If I'm not mistaken, Roger Rabbit was also impartial to using guns. He didn't mind whipping out the occasional pistol, which is another strike to him. Popeye's looking pretty good right now. But we've already eliminated Popeye, DZ, so I'm gonna be brave. Between the Pink Panther and Roger Rabbit. Oh, this is tough. Neither of them are too violent, but you know what, DZ? Pink Panther seems like the least violent, so I'm eliminating him. I'm gonna go with option C and ask the question: who framed Roger Rabbit, DZ? Is it letter C, Roger Rabbit? That's final answer. Locking in. Final answer. Roger Rabbit. You need the drum roll? You want the drum roll?
Oh yeah.
Okay, here we go. I forgot which button it was. I didn't mark it. I removed the marking. Hold on. Is it this one? No, it's not that. Is it this one? It's not that one either. No. Where's the drum roll?
We can do an artificial one.
Wait, no, I refuse. We have a drum roll, and it has to be used. Oh, it glitched out. That's what happened. Do you want to do an artificial one, or do you want to wait to load this?
We can artificial one.
Okay. How do we do this? The real one is so nice. Let me.
Kamian, you can do it.
Did you not hear it?
No, I didn't hear it.
Dang it! It wasn't loud enough. Okay.
How about I just say it?
Wait. We waited this long. I might as well bring it up. Did the chat hear it at least?
I don't know.
Did anyone in the chat? No. All right. There. Okay, the app launched. Okay, here we go. Is this the drum roll? Why is it not playing? This is eerie. Yeah, none of my sounds are playing. All right, Easy, just tell us.
All right. Tell us. So, Herald. Oh, they heard it.
Oh, they heard it. Okay. Go for it.
All right. Is that your final answer? I'm just kidding. Yeah. Okay, so the answer is Popeye.
Oh, man, that power. Okay,
here's the thing.
It played.
What?
The buzzer played. Okay.
Oh, yeah, the buzzer played. So the reason why it's actually Popeye is because they wanted to make Nintendo at that time, history. At that time, around that year, when around the 1980 or like late or actually right before the crash, the Popeye movie was released, right? The live action Popeye
Robin
movie.
Williams.
So they wanted to hype on that bandwagon and make a game about Popeye. Of course, they couldn't get the rights to it. So what they did is that they got the characters of Popeye, which is Bluto, Olive Oil, and Popeye, right? And then they made their own characters instead. Of course, Bluto resembling Donkey Kong, a huge ape, gorilla-like person, right? So that's why. Olive Oil, of course, represents she wasn't Peach in the first Donkey Kong game. It was just Lady. It was another character. It wasn't even Peach back then.
Yeah,
A female character. And then, of course, Popeye and this being Mario. So I'm glad that threw you off because you were thinking so much about Mario and a good guy on violence. Or like you're trying to think about Donkey Kong and Popeye, but it was more of Donkey Kong and Bluto.
Yes. So I was focusing on them as the protagonist, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking of like the animalistic side, like it was good. It was good. You threw me off, sir. You really got me. You got me. You nailed it.
So another tidbit, if you guys want to hear more about that piece of history, there's a
you can tune into Diego's new show, Game History.
Nah, I can't do it as well as the other guys did. If you guys know, I'm pretty sure you guys know about one of these OG YouTube channels from way back when, Machinima. They had a playlist or a show called All Your History or Belong to Us. Now the thing is, Machinima deleted that from YouTube some years ago, but because people loved it so much, they managed to like save everything and then just re-uploaded their own stuff. So if you search for it online, you'll definitely find huge playlists that are composed of like this 5-part history of Nintendo, this 4-part history of Halo, Mortal
Popeye
Kombat,
the Sailor Man,
GTA, a lot of franchises and companies about gaming, and it's the most well-written show a history channel that I've ever watched on YouTube.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah.
Okay. So once again, for the folks at home, DZ, what was the name of that? What did they search for on YouTube?
All Your History are Belong to Us.
All Your History are Belong to Us. Thank you, everyone. That was How the Turntables. DZ, great job this week. All right. We're going to wrap up the show with some news, Diego. We had what was it called? Ubisoft Forward?
Yeah, Ubisoft Forward. That's like their Nintendo Direct.
Yes. It's new to them, right? This is just COVID? Like this is all recent?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so take us through it, DZ.
All right, so as you may all know, now because of COVID, everyone does these online things where they just announce new games. So Ubisoft had a video that launched called basically it's this campaign or whatever called Ubisoft Forward, similar to the Nintendo Direct. This is where they basically announce all their new games are coming out and just updates on development. So of course, the list of games are as follows. They've announced Watch Dogs Legion. I think that's the third game in the Watch Dogs franchise. It's going to be set in the UK.
That's right.
In the city of London. Sorry.
The country of London.
That's why I said city of London now instead of the country. The country of England, city of London, or was somewhere in England, all right? Somewhere in the UK.
Of Compton.
Of course, and they've talked about updates and like updates about Brawlhalla. I think it's a very popular similar game, a very popular game similar to Smash. I think it's not Ubisoft directly. I think it's kind of a third-party developer. Right? But what's nice about Brawlhalla is that they put a lot of guest characters. I think Finn from Adventure Time is there.
Ben 10, I think, is in it as well.
Ben 10. Oh my God, are you serious?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
The only other person who I think Ben 10 can actually beat Goku because technically Goku's an alien.
Oh, and then he could take all the Saiyan powers.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Ben 10 is in Brawlhalla.
Yeah. You have Elite Squad. Elite Squad. What is that again? That was the most like it escaped me the most.
It's like they're. It's weird to say. It's like their
arena shooter.
Yeah, it's their Valorant.
Oh,
that's
hero-based shooters. Okay, gonna come back.
Like someone correct me if I'm wrong, right? It's a Tom Clancy game. It's a Tom Clancy.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah. There's no gameplay for it. It was just a thing. They didn't say much about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one. Of course, Hyperscape. I talked about that earlier. It's Ubisoft's venture into the VR world, and it's a huge mistake.
I'm sorry.
Huge mistake. Of course, and then of course there's the ever popular Far Cry 6, which has actually the biggest thing about Far Cry 6 is that it features what's his name as the villain. What's his name? The guy from Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad guy. Yeah, the Chicken Man.
Price. Senor Pollo. What's his name?
El Pollo Loco.
Bad guy. Yeah. Giancarlo Esposito.
There, Giancarlo Esposito. He's also in The Mandalorian.
What? He's
also in The Mandalorian. Yeah, he's one of the bad guys.
Oh yeah, Giancarlo Esposito. You know, they should make a series where he's a good guy for once.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You should.
And then, of course, what I'm actually really excited for, the last game that they announced was Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Oh yeah, I mean, it wasn't really announced, more of like they showed it again.
More gameplay,
kind of, right?
More gameplay, yeah. And
they gave us a 30-minute gameplay trailer as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you know, I'm so. I gave Ubisoft a lot of shit for making horrible Assassin's Creed games before, but because the brand is so prevalent, Assassin's Creed as a franchise is so prevalent, like I feel like now they can make any game in any genre and they just slap on Assassin's Creed on it and it'll be fine. It'll actually be okay because like how they put Assassin's Creed and everything, like in all timelines, and stealth is completely thrown out the window now, so I don't care. Imagine they come up with a shooter game now that's just Assassin's Creed, but it kind of follows that overarching concept of assassins versus the Templars and whatnot.
So Hitman.
That's fine. I think it'll be okay, right?
No, yeah, legit. Like again, we've said this thousands of times already on the show. They really missed out on Desmond Miles because we wanted to see what a modern day assassin would look like.
Yep.
Yeah.
They'd probably have to make it in a different game genre if they wanted to pull that off.
Yeah. Exactly. So, I mean, yeah, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, we got a lot of gameplay looks. We've already had teases about the kind of like the housing system, the village system that they have. I forgot what it's called. The camp builder mode that they have.
Yeah.
Someone help me out. It looks great. You can level up your fort, your buildings and stuff. It looked amazing. I'm gonna get so annoyed with myself for not remembering what the village thing is called. Someone help me out. But yeah, it like Ram says, it's Mordhau X Assassin's Creed because you get a lot of the medieval vibes because it's set in England, and then at the same time you get your Thor role-playing game. I think this is gonna launch after Marvel's Avengers, but yeah, it's really cool. You get to play as a Viking, man. We talked about this before. The combat looks great because they've added non-stealth combat. Like they've taken it another level with dual wielding 2 different weapons. You have go.
No, go, please.
No, because like they have amazing animations for finishing blows. Like they showed you throw like a sickle or something right at someone.
Sick,
yeah, with a chain, you pull them forward and then you like slice their head off. I was like,
dude, that was, oh wow, this is so awesome.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Beam on the chat's asking, do they have the sea shanty songs again from
those were the
Black
best
Flag?
part of Black Flag.
Earworms, man, earworms. Yeah. What do you do with the
like I really hope that the combat system of this is really good because they have no excuse to screw it up after For Honor. I mean, For Honor had a pretty good combat system. I mean, in terms of more of like, they were just, because it was new, I guess you're still testing out its actual usage in the real world, but like, I guess I'm pretty sure they're building off something with that, or at least, I guess you said an animation wise, they're kind of polishing the whole thing, mixing it and matching it with the Assassin's Creed as a game as well. So I hope they do well with it. And I hope I don't mind, honestly, like, okay, here Rim says something. I hope it's not sink in and assassinate, rinse, repeat style. Yes. I hope that, what did I say? Sink in?
Yeah, it's okay. Keep going, sorry.
Yeah, like I hope they don't do I hope they completely go away now with assassinating people. Vikings don't do that, right? I just want pillage these people. So violent. They're like, build clans. Like when you said the clan system there. Yeah,
there's a case to be made for like the Loki play style though, right?
Yeah, I guess. Whew. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I'm particularly excited for.
It like if it wasn't branded Assassin's Creed, you wouldn't have like that minor stigma of like, oh, you got to sneak around. Like you just run around killing things as a Viking. It's amazing, and yeah, they if you look at the gameplay video on YouTube right now, they have different sections that they take advantage of YouTube's new bookmarking system, where you can go through player choice, you can go through open world expansion. They talk about the long ship gameplay. You could again with the sailing from Black Flag, but on a smaller scale. You have that. You have fishing. There's a lot of stuff. Environmental puzzles, which floats some people's boats, not me particularly, but building a cairn. I'm not sure what a cairn is exactly.
I have this feeling like a lot of missions, like it's open world, of course. Like there's gonna be a lot of sections where you're gonna have to have your Viking buddies with you. But
oh yes,
I not looking at some of the game. I don't know. I wanna make a long shot here. Maybe they'll have this system where like, okay, you're all rowing your boat, right? Rowing your boat gently down the stream to another island village, right? In the village. Of course, in that while you're pillaging, some people die, some people get killed in battle, and then when you're gonna go back on your boat, you have less people rowing, so your travel is a lot slower. So I hope, like, if they actually do, I hope they're gonna give importance to having a crew with you, like what they did in Black Flag. You had to have a lot more people, to get a better ship and everything. But like, this is one more like just like real. It's not just if I fill 10 slots of people, my ship is better. But this one's like, if I really have less, there will be physical. I'll have there'll be a lot of like less. Parang, how do you say this? Quality of life. Firepower, or firepower, like movement. There's like physical weaknesses you have as a Viking leader or something like that, a squad.
It'd be nice, cool, and hopefully that's a mechanic. We didn't watch the whole video because it's 30 minutes long, but it is up on YouTube right now for those that want to check it out. And I didn't watch it because I kind of want to play through it and experience it. I don't know how soon from launch I will, but because of how it's presented, because it's Vikings and it's far enough from the heartache that I still feel today with Desmond Miles' needless sacrifice, DZ. I feel like it's something that I can finally enjoy. I feel like it's an Assassin's Creed game that won't bring up, as dramatic as it sounds, the demons of the past. For me.
Okay,
yeah. Because like Black Flag seemed great, but I had to watch that. I couldn't play through it. Like the wounds were still fresh.
Yeah, it was if it had come maybe. It was a great game, but yeah, because of that fresh wound. But I'm like, now what?
Yeah. I agree. Oh man, but yeah, this looks great, man. I'll give you a Viking. If Marvel's Avengers doesn't take up most of my time, I'm gonna play this. DZ, you gotta play Marvel's Avengers with us, buddy. All right, we're gonna be streaming and everything.
How much do I have to pay?
I think it's 2,000 pesos.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you could get it like the day before if you want to wait for it. Like we're not telling you like get it now with us, like. Or you can wait till we tell you it's good. Like maybe it's not good.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Rent's kind of a B right now.
Oh, legit.
Yeah.
Legit. But yeah, Ubisoft Forward was pretty cool. It's kind of like it was kind of like a mash of trailers, right? It's just like, oh, this is what we've got going on. A teaser for something like Elite Squad, teaser for Brawlhalla. They didn't go into too much detail because they didn't have to.
Yeah, I'm glad that they didn't, because I think Sony tried to do this, or another company recently, like to have their own. I like how Nintendo Direct is always the baseline we'll go to. Like another company tried to do this, but they announced stuff because here Nintendo Direct and Ubisoft Forward, all they're doing is announcing games. That's all we want. But I think it was Sony what they did. They had this thing online, but they announced like stuff that's un-game related, all these interviews, all these blah blah blah, like a lot of fluff that we didn't need, we didn't care about. Just tell us what games you're making. God, get to the point. Yeah.
And I think, yeah, I appreciate what Ubisoft did, which is they released the 30-minute gameplay trailer alongside it. It wasn't part of the stream because we wanted to get down and dirty in the stream, and then if we were interested in the game, we'll look more online. Like release the other stuff as a supplement.
Yeah. Agreed. That was great. That was
yeah.
Like if they have a playlist called the Ubisoft Forward, and I think that the link that you gave that compiled everything is like on another channel. So like if you look at the Ubisoft channel North America, they have a whole playlist there. So it's smart. They just give us what we want. This is great.
Yes, exactly. I hope it. Talking about setting precedents from earlier in the stream and the show. I hope this sets a good precedent for future streams. Give us the meat and potatoes first, and then leave it up to us to look for the dessert. Right? Leave it up to us to find the sides. Right? Yeah. So yeah,
Mas paripil po.
Only rice.
Only rice.
But yeah,
oh my God, I'm so hungry now, God.
Yeah, we're gonna eat soon, buddy. We've
King
had a
Tiger
good
105. Reboot the entire AC. Bring Desmond the second.
It's not the worst idea though, right? Or just just give us like he survived somehow. I don't mind. I really don't mind because they wasted the character. They really did.
Desmond the second. Not bad.
The second coming of Desmond Miles.
Man, it just reminds me again of how there's so much that could have been done.
Yeah.
Because well, I mean, what's her face was the girl, the one that saved him initially was, spoiler alert.
Sorry, let me play it. Wait, I want to play it.
Holy spoiler alert!
There. Okay, because I remember part of the story of Desmond was that the girl that saved her initially was actually a Templar. So like,
yes,
they had so much going for them. I mean, they had the storyline was so great already. I mean, like I guess the other great thing that they did. Remember when Black Flag was when you're playing? I think we mentioned this. You're playing as Connor Kenway or Hatham. Hatham, I think.
Black Flag was Hatham, and then Connor Kenway was
three. Sorry, you're playing the dad of Connor. Right?
Oh yeah.
You're playing Hatham, and then you thought, okay, he's an assassin. Then yun pala, he was a freaking Templar. Like wow, oh Ubisoft, you're great. But like, yeah, so like it's
Hatham Kenway.
Hatham, there, yeah.
Hatham Kenway.
I just wish like if they had kept all those things. Oh well, what can we do?
Yeah. All right, Ubisoft, turn things around, please. May this be a sign for better days. All right, DZ. Yes. Last bit of news.
Oh, there's still more? Jeez.
One last.
Okay.
Something someone might have missed, because the news has been in and out. Yeah, the news cycle has been in and out. Uncharted, DZ, the movie, has started shooting amidst COVID and everything.
Who?
They're risking Tom Holland's life, DZ, to get this movie going.
Oh, man.
So, Tom Holland posted this photo on his Instagram. Day one, #Uncharted. As some of you may know, Tom Holland has been cast as young Nathan Drake for the Uncharted movie, and production has begun. That's about it. I'm just worried about the whole COVID thing. Like they better be doing like the most they can to keep people healthy, because we can't have another video game movie before it even releases have stigma already. I don't want this to be like, oh, this is the one where people got COVID. Like I don't want this.
So if it's just young Nathan Drake, have they casted him as he's older?
No, I think this is like where it starts, and then they'll have Tom Holland
grow. Okay, that's a good move then, because by the time Tom Holland actually gets older, he'll they can still use him.
Yeah, exactly, right. And this could be like I doubt it will be, but this could be like this generation's Indiana Jones.
Here's a question, Harold. I have to ask you. Do you want them? Okay, let's just assume that this movie that they're shooting has nothing to do with the games, right? Because this is when he's younger, right? Do you want, let's say, the next one when Tom Holland gets older and and it's the Nathan Drake we know is older? Do you want them to start shooting the movies You want the stories of the movies to be the ones of the games.
That's a really good question.
The first Uncharted, the second, and the third. For me, I hope they don't. I really hope they don't.
You want original story?
Yeah, keep the characters. Just change the story. Because I've already played the story in the video game. Just show me another story. It's fine.
Alternate universe Nathan Drake.
I mean, Marvel does it.
Yeah. No,
Right?
that's the point, right? Like, it wouldn't be the worst thing. I wouldn't mind either way for me because I haven't played the games. I've watched the games. This is one of those games that I had to watch because I didn't have the console.
I think it's free on the PS. You have a PS4, right? I think that the first 3 are free. Well, for a while they were free, but I don't know if they're free anymore. I have to check. Check the PS.
I'll have to take a look. But yeah, so if they go the game route, in my opinion, as a casual, it'd be a great way to get context for the story. I know they'll have to change stuff, but this is where not playing the game first or not experiencing the source material first comes in handy. Because I won't compare it to a beloved game, and then I can play the game.
That's true.
But as someone who knows some of the story already, I wouldn't mind also getting a completely original take, or semi-original in the case of like our Marvel comparison. So yeah, I just hope it's good. I just hope no one gets COVID, DZ. That's the bare minimum I ask, and then if it's a good movie, that's a good bonus.
King Tiger in chat points out like they have to get. I mean, like this is great. For me, at least, get Amy Hennig as the story consultant, which yeah, I'll definitely agree on. I mean, again, Naughty Dog is very good at telling stories, except for Last of Us 2. But like, so to get Amy Hennig on this, why not? And again, the characters, aside from, I mean, Nathan Drake is technically Indiana Jones, the idea of it, but like to get to get the characters down, the characters of Uncharted was what really worked with the game.
Yeah. No, I agree. If they get her to consult, or in the case of how they did the Old Guard, if they get her to actually write, or if she's the one writing the screenplay, because I haven't looked, I haven't seen the credits of who's writing what. It'd be great.
Yeah,
it'd be great. So yeah. That's about it, DZ. We tackled all the news today. We're gonna play ourselves out. We're gonna end this episode so we can get some food.
Yeah.
It's the end of the episode, guys. We're finished with this GameByte chapter. DZ GameByte 125, and let's thank all our most recent followers. Hit it!
Agree with this. That sounds pretty nice, actually.
It's really good, right?
Sorry, who am I doing? Reading who? Reading our most recent followers. Okay, hold on. Let me maximize. Okay, most recent followers. This THS LMTKD. This Lint Kid. Thanks for following. The OKD Drummer, Leangelo 92, Carmelize, Am Straight, I
think it's Aim Straight.
Aim Straight TTV,
right?
Squeegee Squeak, iOS Buhay Productions, Parks, and Chili Chaz and Biggs D Zone. Thanks for the follow.
Oh yeah. Thank you to all our most recent subscribers as well, or all our subscribers like Human Panda with a 20-second subscription. Thank you to Varan Sishu, Bimo King of Wu, our buddy Miku P who was in the chat earlier. Hope you're still there, buddy. Love you. Nerf Diva, Sensei Humor, Notorious KGM, that lovely, handsome, rugged Insta DZ, Ion Hammerstream, Wisa Is, Neo Gear, Shellfox, The Nuncy, The Furybot, Numali, Zeffy Buns, Russell Jello, Janathian, my buddy John, Mirage Leonardo 84, and of course, family of the show, CZ64. Thank you guys for all your subscriptions. You guys are awesome. And thanks for helping us keep the lights on. If we didn't mention your name, we still love you. Thank you to all the bit cheers like Nerf Diva, No Plays, Neo Gear, Elder Jin, Mikhail Roldan, Bimo King of Vu, Auras27, Miko P, If Not Now, Gwen, Mershi, Gamoko, Hweh, _ InstaDeezy, Pimpo Drank, Tita Gaming's The Real VJ Dato Kebo, TV, underscore Wisa is our buddy Curry Server Best Grill, and Aaron underscore Gaming 441, and all our bit cheers, subscribers, followers. Love you all. Love you all. DZ, the emotes are piling up. I'm still at the top because I keep spamming my emote, but Wancho Fist has officially overtaken Sensei. Our newest emote has officially overtaken Sensei for the number 3 spot, and continues to climb. Both of them are continuing to climb. I still love QSMoji DZ. I still love it, and QSMoji Miktas as well. Yeah, I love all our emotes, man. They're all so good. They're all good.
Why does Ash have an iron fist? It's so fun. It's so cute.
It's so good, right? It's glowing.
I still can't get over it.
It's the best one. It's the best one. I can see why people are spamming it. It's so good. Okay. Yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you for tuning in. You can follow us on all our social media, like Facebook, facebook.com/quitstallingus. We're also on Twitter @quitstallingus. DZ, where can they find us on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch?
On YouTube and Instagram. On YouTube and Instagram. All right. So, if you guys want to follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and on Twitch, it is QuitStalling. So, youtube.com/QuitStalling. For Instagram @QuitStalling, and Twitch TTV/QuitStalling. For Twitter and Facebook.
Guys.
Oh, for Twitter and Facebook. Do I do that too, or you want to do
I
that?
did that already. It's all good.
All right.
Yeah.
So this episode is sponsored by the joke. I was gonna say TAPAS style. I can do that later.
You can do it, man. You can go for it.
Okay, no. After this. Go ahead. What's next?
All right, DZ, where can people at home find you when you're not on GameByte?
When I'm not on GameByte, you guys can find me on my Instagram, because that's where I post all my dumb shit. That's @InstaDZ. Twitter I have, sure, but I don't use it. @InstaDZ as well. Facebook.com/Diego.InstaDZ for my official director work. And if you guys, of course, this show is partially sponsored by the newest Spanish bonanza to hit the Philippines to date, called TAPAS Style. Facebook.com/TAPASstyle.ph, and for Instagram @TAPASstyle. Again, just so you guys know, DIY Tapa kits from Stop Style in Life. Without tapas, it's like a heart without love. Said by a guy who's not even Spanish, but he's a yogi instead. How about you, Harold? Where can the fine folks at home find you?
You guys can find me @HaroldPlays on Twitter and on Instagram. You guys can see all our shows. We'll listen to them on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and everywhere you can find podcasts. Leave us a 5-star review, subscribe to us, and tell your friends about how good your experience was with GameByte. 5 stars. 5 stars. Thank you, come again. We'll see you guys next week. Same Byte time, same Byte channel. DZ, sign us off.
Oh yeah, for everyone in chat, for everyone who has subscribed, followed, cheered us bits, and whoever else has played video games around the world. For Harold, for me, for Mick, who is not here, and for the other hosts of Quit Stalling, get off your butts and quit stalling. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Peace out.